Welcome back to Beyond the 529, the channel dedicated to helping you learn how to become a more educated consumer of college education so that you can lower your family's cost of college and protect your retirement. As we're all aware, the cost of college has increased exponentially over the last 15 to 20 years, and unfortunately, it shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. And so what that means is that as families, we have to take a more proactive approach to planning for college. We need to think outside of the traditional boxes that we've been given for college planning. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the difference between what we've traditionally been taught in terms of how we can fund college and what real financial planning for college looks like, and how by doing the latter, you can really set yourself and your student up for a much more secure financial future and save your family thousands of dollars on the cost of college. I'm Mike Bink, founder and president of Equivest Financial Advisors. Equivest Financial Advisors is a full-service fiduciary wealth management firm. We help you develop comprehensive strategies to achieve all of your financial goals, from retiring to paying for college. We specialize in late-stage college planning and can help you identify strategies that will lower your cost of college by thousands of dollars. From increasing your financial aid and scholarships to identifying those schools that are going to give your student the most money, we can help you develop a plan that's going to lower your cost of college and help you protect your family's retirement. To learn more about how you can become our client and get your plan started today, please click on the button in the description below. The next strategy that is a critical component of any plan of how to pay for college is school selection. Now, school selection can have one of the biggest impacts on whether or not your student is going to get free money for college. So it's critical that for any of the schools on your student's list, you understand how those schools approach financial aid, how they award their scholarships, and whether or not your student is going to be a good or likely candidate at those particular schools to receive either merit or need-based aid. This is one of the biggest ways we help families identify thousands of dollars for college. Schools simply don't make it clear on their website whether or not your student is going to be a good candidate to go there. Obviously, they want as many students to apply as possible because it puts them in the best position that they can be. So this is where professional assistants can really cut through whether or not a school is going to be a good fit for your student in terms of being able to maximize their potential, not only from an academic standpoint, but especially from a financial standpoint. If you do that properly, it's then going to allow you to be in a position to potentially appeal your financial aid awards, which is our next strategy. Most families don't realize that there are processes in place at most schools that will allow you to potentially appeal your financial aid awards. There's a lot of planning and strategy that has to go into it beforehand if your student is going to get positive results. Just going and asking a school for more money is not going to get you too far. You've got to make sure that your student is positioned properly and that they're going to be in demand at the schools that they're applying. If you position your student properly, it can translate into thousands of dollars a year off the cost of college for your family, which is thousands of dollars that you can put towards the next cost of college for your students, or that you can put towards your retirement instead. The last component, but one of the most important, is to have an idea of how you're going to pay for all 4 years of school before you ever sign on the dotted line or send in your acceptance. Being able to look at schools and compare on an apples to apples basis of exactly how much the costs are going to be at one versus another, and what the funding gap is that you're going to potentially have to cover as a family with additional cash flow that you might not have or student loans, goes a very long way to making sure that you don't put your student in a bad position where they've got too much debt coming out of school. You want to get out of the siloed mentality of paying for college 1 year at a time. When we focus on the short term, we make bad financial decisions that are going to penalize us in the long term. So again, before you ever send in your acceptance, you want to understand exactly where the money is going to come from, whether it's a 529 plan, whether it's help from family, or it's your cash flow, and you want to coordinate all of these areas. That's going to really translate into thousands of dollars worth of advantage. You'll make sure that you're not going way beyond what you can realistically afford as far as student loans, because that student loan interest on a long-term basis can translate into thousands of dollars of added expense that could have otherwise been avoided if we did this step properly to begin with. If you like this video, please make sure to click the like button below and hit the share button to share with anybody that you think could benefit. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel for additional videos to help you master the game of paying for college, all while protecting your family's retirement. As a reminder, today's video was part 2 of this series. Please make sure to check out my channel for part 1 of this series. If you'd like us to develop a plan for you that incorporates in all the strategies to help you lower your cost of college and put your student in the best position to avoid that student loan debt at the end of college, please make sure to click the link in the description below to learn how you can become our client. Thank you and good luck going beyond the 529.